Welcome back to The American Dream, where we highlight ordinary people doing extraordinary things in their community. I'm Pat Gallant, and today I bring you into a place that's a literal beacon of hope right here in Charleston, South Carolina. Since its inception in 1997, the Pink House has been far more than just a resource center for the youth, elderly, and disabled communities. From feeding families and nurturing children to providing services, books, household essentials, and access to technology, the Pink House stands for people innovating new kinships, helping others uplift services and education. And behind it all is Reverend Christian King, whose vision and perseverance turned a simple idea into a vibrant community anchor. In just a moment, we'll sit down with Reverend King to learn more about how this place grew from a dream into a lifeline that includes a 24-hour community fridge, summer programs for children, and a whole lot of love. Reverend Christian King, thank you so much for having us today. We appreciate it. Now, can you please take us back to 1997 and let us know what was your aha moment where you were like, I need to do this. I need to build a Pink House. What was the inspiration that got you to where you are today?
Okay. Well, actually, it really started before 1997. I was youth pastor at my church, and I discovered that my kids was having problems reading, and it was not because it was the King James Version. It was that they actually could not go through, read what was there, and be able to do critical thinking, which I felt was so extremely important for them to be able to do in all aspects of their lives. So as a result, my question was, how do we begin to change that so that whatever they're reading, especially the Bible, that they're able to do critical thinking with that. And as a result of my youth group with, working with them over time, I began to realize that there was needs within my community. And so I looked at the idea in terms of a place that we could gather together to basically do that and repeat what we had earlier. And then the idea came in terms of my husband saying, let's see if we can acquire space. And that space ended up being this property in this community because we lived here and we knew the history of it. So in 1997, we acquired a dilapidated house, painted it pink, called it the Pink House.
Oh, I love that. Another thing that really fascinated me about the Pink House is, obviously it's a pink house, but I didn't know that there's an acronym behind it. And just the pink part stands for people innovating new kinships. And I didn't know what kinships meant, but after looking it up, I realized that it was a very powerful word, meaning blood relative. And could you elaborate on what kinship means to you in the context of your work here?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the aspect of kinship was that is the fabric of what this whole idea in terms of the Pink House and coming together is actually about, because within the African American community, the Black community, it was always a principle, a core aspect for us in terms of the kinship principle, but more than anything, people use the African slogan, it takes a village to raise a kid. Well, within our culture, that's always been what our culture has embraced in terms of the children, the protection, the safety, teaching them the dignity in terms of who they are, respecting their voice, helping them to develop their voice and being comfortable with it. So preparing them for their next level of leadership.
In terms of the Pink House and its future, where do you see it going in the future? How can you ensure that the next generation continues your hard work here and make sure the Pink House continues to flourish?
We want the Pink House to last past a sense of applause. And for us, our future is that with each individual child, family, community member, that we create a spark for them where they are going through and they're creating the same sense of compassion, community, and connection with each other as a result of having interacted with us in some way, but it is still living on through them. Not so much the place, but the aspect of space and connection throughout.
Well, you may not have any biological children, but I can see that you have probably more kids than anybody in the state of South Carolina. And they are very lucky to have you.
Yes.
And we are as well. Thank you so much for your time. You're the best. It's clear that the Pink House is built on a whole lot more than just concrete, wood, and stucco. It's built on compassion and, above all, kinship. And what makes the Pink House so special is that it doesn't operate on just handouts. It operates on empowerment. Education is at the heart of everything they do here because Reverend King understands that true change lasts when people gain confidence, skills, and knowledge. And the American dream isn't just about climbing the ladder. Sometimes it's about building a ladder in your own community. And the Pink House here is proof that if you invest in people, you create a ripple effect that lasts far beyond the walls here. I'm Pat Gallant, and I appreciate your time, and I hope that this inspires you to give back in your own communities.
Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you and you'd like to support the Pink House, I invite you to do so through my charitable pledge. For any new or referral real estate business I receive, 10% will be donated directly to the Pink House to help keep this vital neighborhood resource thriving.